Good morning and good news. I should let you know that Maine is set to be the first state to block construction of new data centers over 20 megawatts. That is enough to power 15,000 homes. They are set to pause construction on data centers until 2027 so that they can figure out what is going on. And one of the reasons for this, obviously, is that Maine is one of the states that has the highest electricity bills. Residents in that state have seen an increase in their power bill of 60% from 2021 to 2026. 5 years, 60% increase. And of course, the Department of Energy has said that data centers are poised to use up to 12% of our electricity by 2028. And Maine said, whoa, we need to figure this all out. This bill has passed the Maine House of Representatives. It's going to go to the Maine Senate, and Janet Mills has signaled her support. Opponents of the legislation have said, whoa, this is going to cost jobs. There's an example of a former paper mill in Maine that was shut down and is scheduled to become a data center. People who are supporting this project, the developers are saying, if this bill passes, we will lose all of these jobs, these construction jobs especially. But let's be honest. When you look at what happens with these data centers, it's true. There are a lot of high paying construction jobs. Some of those jobs come from outside of the state, just to be very clear. And when the data center is complete, well, then there is not a need for construction jobs. And so those are temporary positions. Now, obviously, if you continue that, there's a continued momentum of construction jobs. But eventually, when the data center is complete, there's not a need for those construction jobs, and the facilities are run by a smaller group of people who manage and take care of those facilities. Senator Sanders, Bernie Sanders, has also proposed a nationwide moratorium on the construction of data centers. And what I would close out is actually this. We have been made to feel that this is inevitable, that the construction of these data centers and AI is either build these things or you're going to get left behind. But the cost of this is really bearing out on the American working class. The cost of power bills is increasing, and a lot of us are just too stretched, but we've been made to feel that we have no power. Well, this is happening in Maine, and other states are paying attention because people like you and me are saying, hey, can we just take a breath here and understand what we are doing before it's too late? So, whether that is political power or literal electric power, you do have an opportunity to organize and to have your voice be heard. This was successful in Maine, one of the states with the highest electricity bills in the country that have seen the real world impact of this. I know it doesn't always seem like it, but we can win when we work together. Good job, Maine.